So in parse tree construction, we are having for the parse tree construction and leftmost tree both are in similar only. So based on the parse tree construction only, you got to do for the, but rightmost derivation is not similar to the parse tree construction. Okay, that is clear. So this is for the in first yesterday and previous classes discussion. So in top-down parsing, it can be used to attempt to find the leftmost derivation for the input string. So based on the parse tree construction, you go to start the root and creating of the node. So the parse tree will be constructed in the pre-order technique. So in top-down parsing is left to LL parsing grammar, LL grammar. So LL means left to right, leftmost derivations. Top bottom of parsing is LR. LR means left to right, rightmost derivation. So this is for the parse tree construction post-order traversal. So what is the differentiate between LL and LR? So LL is the top-down parsing, LR is the bottom-up parsing. LL is the parse tree constructed in the pre-order. LR is the parse tree will be constructed in the post-order traversal techniques. Okay. So this is for the constructions. So in derivation of in top-down parsing is two things. One thing is derivation, rightmost derivations. So leftmost derivation, you go to construct the parse tree from left to right manner. Rightmost derivation, you go to construct the parse tree from right to left. You go to construct the parse trees. It is similar to the LMD derivations, but RMD derivation is totally different from the parse tree. So you have to construct the parse tree mean based on the leftmost derivation, you can construct as it is manner you have to construct, that is LMD constructions. So in rightmost derivation, it is little bit difficult, not little bit difficult. You have to construct the parse tree from right to left manner. Okay, this is for the derivation. So reduction mean reduction is nothing but called canonical parts. You have to reduce the each and your based on the input string. Derivation means you have to derive from the grammar. Based on the grammar, you have to count the output is input string. That is reduction, derivation. Reduction means, for example, I am giving the input is ID plus ID star ID. The grammar is E tends to E plus E, E tends to E star E, E tends to brackets of E. So based on the input string, based on the input string 2, you have to derive from this step by step. You can got the grammar is called reductions. You got it? Derivation means based on the grammar 2, you have to got the output from the input string. You got the output. The input string you can got mean that is reduction. Derivation, you have to derive the grammars. That is derivation. So grammar 2, you can got the input string is derivation. Input string to grammar is called reduction. That is the main differentiation. So derivation means you have to derive the input string to grammar to input string is derivation. Reduction means input string to grammar. That is reduction. The reduction is nothing but called canonical derivation. The reduction is nothing but called canonical derivation. So what is parse tree? So the parse tree means you have to construct the parse tree format, tree order traversal format. So in tree order, the root is the starting of the grammar. So based on the input string, you got to derive the parse tree. Okay. So the parse tree and leftmost derivation both are in equal. So you got to convert the leftmost derivation. It is equal to the parse tree, but rightmost derivation is not equal to parse tree. Just mind it. LMD and parse tree both are in equal. So you are constructing the parse tree. LMD to you got to construct it is very easy. Okay, it is very easy. Then what is next thing? Left regression. So left regression means it is a pair of production. It is a pair of production. We go to construct for the left regression. So in left regression, based on the given grammar, you go to construct for the left regression. Okay. So next thing. Okay. So this is for ambiguous grammar. So ambiguous grammar, for check, a grammar is said to be ambiguous if the grammar has more than one parse tree for the given string. So I am giving the input is 9 minus 5 plus 2. So based on the grammar, I got to construct for these input string, I got to draw for the 2 different parse tree. So that is ambiguous grammar. Okay. So what is here in this grammar? You got to check for the leftmost derivation. So in leftmost derivation, this is the input grammar. E tends to E plus E, E tends to E star E. The slash indicate for this or this. Okay. ID. What is the input? ID plus ID star ID. So based on the given grammar, I got the output is input string id plus id star id. So this is for the leftmost derivation. So each and every input you have to apply to the grammar from left to right. Left to right. That is leftmost derivation. Okay, in rightmost derivation mean, in rightmost derivation, at each and every step, the rightmost non-terminal is expanded by substituting the corresponding production. So each and every non-terminal you have to substitute for the terminal along with right to left. So that production is called rightmost derivation. So that is the main deviation for the leftmost and rightmost. Left mean you have to apply for the each and every non-terminal, you have to apply for the sub input string from left to right. So you have to expand the substituting for the corresponding production. You have to derive the string from leftmost thing, left to right. So that is leftmost derivation, left to LMD derivation. But in RMD derivation, in each and every steps, in each and every step, the rightmost terminal is expanded by substituting the corresponding production to derive the strings. So that is called rightmost derivation. Okay. So similar that you have to work for the LMD, RMD. So leftmost derivation and rightmost derivation both are in derivation concept. So based on the given grammar, you have to substitute the every non-terminal, you have to substitute for the input value to the given grammar. Then you got the output is input string. So grammar to input string is called derivation. Okay, got it? Grammar to input string is called derivation. So in derivation, we are having two things, LMD, RMD. Leftmost derivation means left to right, you have to pass it. Rightmost derivation means right to left, you have to pass it. You got it? Clear idea? Then reduction mean, so in leftmost derivation, rightmost derivation is nothing but canonical derivation. So these are the 2 mark questions or 4 mark questions. Depending upon the grammar, you have to solve it 2 marks or 4 marks questions. Then reduction mean, what is called derivation? Grammar to input string. Reduction mean input string to grammar. Grammar to input string to grammar. Okay, this is for reduction derivation. So ambiguous grammar, a grammar that produces more than one parse tree. So based on the given grammar, you have to construct the parse tree with the input string. You have to draw for 2 different parse tree. But the input string is similar for the 2 different parse tree. But you got the output is 2 parse tree. That is called ambiguous grammar. Okay, so that is derivation, reduction, parse tree, ambiguous. For in examination, you are having 4 mark question mean based on the grammar, you have to construct for the leftmost derivation, rightmost derivation, parse tree construction. Sometimes it will be asked for 8 mark question, sometimes it will be asked for 4 mark question. So depending upon the input string, the mark should be varied. But in 2 marks question, what is ambiguous grammar mean? It is 2 mark questions. What is ambiguous grammar mean? It is 2 marks question. So next thing, regression and factoring. So why we are going for regression? So you have to construct this is a big question for your part B question for second model. It is an important question. In predictive parsing table, so you have to construct the predictive parsing table. This is a big question for your part B problem. Part B questions. So in part B question, you have to construct the predictive parsing table. Means first thing, you got to check for the left regression for the given grammar. Second thing, you got to check for the first function and the follow function. So the first and follow function, you are having some rules for the first and follow function. Based on the rules only, you got to construct for the first and follow function. Next thing you got to do for the predictive parsing table. Third step. Okay. First thing is regression. Second one is first and follow function for the given grammar. Third thing, you have to construct the predictive parsing table. Fourth thing is you have to check whether the input string will be there for the given program. Based on the input string, you have to check. For you know that in mathematical, LHS equal to RHS. So you are giving the problem is correct or not. You have to check how to check based on the given equation. Left hand side and right hand side will be equal, means the solution will be correct. So based on the solution, you have to check for the predictive parsing table. You have to give for some input string. Based on the input string, you have to recover the got the answer is correct or not. You have to check. That is fourth thing. Last one, LL parsing table. So the given grammar is left to LL parsing table, or you have to check left to parsing table. So this is the things you have to check for the predictive parsing table. Once again, I told One first thing is regression. Second thing is first and follow function for the given grammar. Third thing is predictive parsing table. Fourth thing is you got to check the input string is correct or not. You got to check for the predictive parsing table. Then fifth one is you got to check for the whether the grammar is LL1 or not. LL1 means LL1 is indicate for top down parsing, that is left to right, leftmost derivations. You got to check. These are the 5 things you got to check. But in some questions not appear for the input string not given, LL1 is not given. Only first 3 things is enough. What is the first 3 things? Regression, first follow, predictive parsing table. These 3 things is common for all the problem in predictive parsing table. The last 2 things for input string checking and LL1 grammar, it will be complicated, something, it will be happen or not, it will depending upon the problems. But the first main thing is common for the all the problem for the predictive parsing table. Okay, it's clear. Now I can show for one video. I completed for the predictive parsing table problem. You have to just check and watch it. Just write down in your notebook. It is problematic only. If you are having any doubt, just message me to Harish. I rectify your doubts clearly. Once you got to watch the full video, then only the solve for the one problem is completed. Okay, so you got to take your notebook, you got to write the problems clearly, then you can got the idea. Okay, just watch it. fast tree, second fast tree. Both fast tree can be different, but you can got the output is or the inputs in already given the based on the given grammar. You got the concept fast tree for the two different fast tree for the given inputs. So here, what is the grammar? S tends to AS, BS, or BS, AS, RM. So what is the input string? AB, AB. So here, what is the root for the fast tree? Starting up the grammar S, AS, BS. Then what is the input string? AB, AB. So similarly, they get concept for the two different fast trees. So whether the grammar is ambiguous or not. So based on the given grammar, based on the input string, you go to consider for the two different fast tree. For the two different fast tree means the grammar is ambiguous grammar. Similarly, we go to consider for the different grammar for the input strings. This is for the ambiguous. Next thing, left regression. Left regression. How to consider for the predictive parsing. How to consider for the predictive parsing for the given grammar. So in construction of predictive parsing table, first we go to construct for the left regression. Second thing, first and follow. Third thing, predictive parsing table. Check whether the grammar is LL1 or not. Okay? So these are all the steps we go to solve for the given problem in So here, some algorithm will be the parsing step will be applied for predictive parsing table. So what are the pre-processing steps for the predictive parsing table? First one is first. Second one is follow. Generally, two predictive parsing table. How to check for the given grammar? How to check for the given grammar? So based on the given grammar, we have to construct for the two different things. First one is I am given the problem. Construct the predictive parsing table for the given grammar. So the grammar is E tends to E plus T bar. Second one, T tends to T star F bar A. Third one, F tends to brackets of F bar A. What will check? So based on the given grammar, you have to first construct the left regression. How to construct? Yesterday I told. So you got to construct for the left triggers, non-triggers grammar for the given productions. So here, what is here? E tends to E plus T. Slash T. So here, the grammar you got to do for get for the one grammar, one non-ambiguous grammar. E. So what is the production here? E. E appear for the first production, but not appear in T. So not appear in T means you got to write for the grammar is E. So E not appear for T production, so you got to write for the E dash. Here E dash, the production E will be appear, so you got to write for the left regression is E dash. So in E dash, E plus T, you got to write first, you got to write for the operator, second T dash as empty. The empty means you are creating the new grammar, that is augmented grammar. So based on the augmented grammar is empty, creating a new production, the production is not available in the grammar, so you got to write for the empty. So similar that you got to construct for the T and F. T, F T dash, T dash, star F T dash, slash empty. And third one you got to check. So you are doing for left regression, production will be, the grammar will be, F grammar will be appear for the two production. But you have to check the F will be not appear for the bracket of the ID. So you have to write it is not possible for the left regression is not possible. So not possible means you have to write the answer, same answer. F tends to brackets of A bar ID. Okay, got it? So this is for the regression. This is for the based on the given grammar, this is for the left regressions. Regression. So next thing is for the left regression. This is for the first steps. So second step, first function. of alpha be the set of terminal that begin with the string derived from if alpha tends to empty, then empty is also in first of n. The second grammar, to compute the first of x for all grammar symbol, x apply the following rule until no more terminals are empty that can be added to the any first. So this is for the first rules. The first rule we are having for each and every rules based on the rules only how to construct for the first function. So similarly, follow rules are there. So in follow rules we are having for three rules. So based on the three rules only, we go to solve for the given first and follow function. So here in examination, write the pre-processing steps here for the predictive parsing table mean. We go to write for the first function rules and then follow function rules. Okay, got it? So next, how to construct. Right. So in first function, we go to write for based on the regression you got to write E
இதுதான் போஸ்ட்
dash F. So first of
C17 போஸ்ட்னு வருது
E dash
இதுதான் C17 குரூப்
first of E dash first of F. So in first you have to write for all the first function you have to write for the capital only. No need to write for small variables. So E dash T dash F. So in first function follow function, the output only for the terminals. First function follow function, the output only for the terminal. So what is a terminal? All the cases are all case letter, small case letter and 0 to 9, and the output will be applied for the terminals. This is for the first function. So in first of E mean you have to check. First mean you have to check for the only the first terminals. Either variable or non-variable you have to write first. Here check E tends to TE dash. So what is the first of E? First of E is first of T. Then you can go with first of T. First of T you have to check first one is F. Then go to F. What is first of F? Open bracket ID. So open bracket also terminal. ID is also identifier also is a terminal. So what is the value for the first E? Open bracket ID. So each and every output you have to write for the brace symbols. Similarly, you go to for the another E dash T dash. Okay. Once again I repeat first of E. So first of E is you have to check first of E is T. So first of T is T. You can go for T. T is F. F you can go for F. First one is open R. The R will be indicated for this or this. Open ID. So you can try for open ID. You got it? So this is for the first. So what is output for the first function follow function? Only for the small case letters, and the operator is the output for the first function. Similarly, you have to output first of E dash. First of E dash is plus TE dash slash MT. So plus is also your terminals. So you go try for then M. Then check T. First of T is the first one is F. Then you can go for F. F is open bracket I. So you go to write for open bracket. Next T dash check. First one star. Another one empty. Star. Then first of F. Open bracket. This is for the first function. So here you have to check for the rules. Let's check. If alpha is any string of grammar symbol, let first of alpha be the set of terminal that begin with a string derived from if alpha tends to empty, then empty is also in first of alpha. Okay. So similar that I have tried for the empty is also in first of alpha. Okay. Second, you have to check to compute the first of x for all grammar symbol. X apply the following rule until no more terminals are empty, then can be added to the any first. If not added any empty variable not added, you have to add the directly you have to add for the given variable. For example, you have to check if x is a terminal, then first of x is x. So here check first of E is T. So first of x is a non-terminal. So non-terminal means you can check if x is a non-terminal, then add x tends to A alpha is a function. So x is here, T is a non-terminal. Then you can go for T. Again you can go for T. F is a non-terminal. Then you can go for T. So the value is bracket